Hello and welcome back to Quilts by Carmel. I am Joe Carmel and it is 2023 and I have had a birthday, y'all. I'm 1 year older. I am now 50 years old and I got some birthday gifts and I just wanted to share them with you all. I'm so super excited about them. The first one I got in the mail and it was a complete surprise to me. I went on my first quilt retreat last year in 2022 in June, T Quilts Quilt Retreat, and it was my first and it was fabulous. My favorite, of course. And she sent me some goodies, y'all. She sent me some goodies, and I'm so thankful. It's a complete surprise. Didn't ask her or didn't ask for anything. She sent me this Bitty Buddy. It's a cute trash can. Purple's my favorite color, so I absolutely love it. And then she sent me compact screwdrivers set so I can put this in my quilting bag with me so I don't have to ever worry about not having one for my sewing machine. She sent this clip and glide. I think what you do is you clip it and you can pull your elastic or your string through your casing. So I'm excited to try and use this. I may have to call her and get some tips on how to use it. And then she sent me some fabric, y'all. She sent me some batiks, some light batiks. I'm in her optional block program. It's on YouTube, but I'm trying to think if it's Facebook only. But there's a nominal fee, maybe $5–10. What you do is you send in 1, 2, 3 blocks. She sends a PDF, and then you send in however many blocks you like, and that's how many tickets you get to get into the drawing. And she does her drawings on her lives. I will link the information below. I won last year. This is my first complete for 2023. It is a cheater sheet, a cheater quilt. I'm not ashamed. I won these blocks. I think it was in the December. Yeah, I think this was the December block. Yeah, pretty sure it was December or November. But it's so matchy and I absolutely love it. I love it. And it's called T Quilts Optional Block Drawing. So once a month you send them in. I think it's either the third Thursday. You know what? The details will be in the video below. All you have to do is click it. It's a YouTube video. It tells you how to get in touch with her, what the parameters are, and you'll love it. So thank you, Miss T. I also got this fabulous pen. I love her pens. They have this stylus on the end. So I use it for my iPad, my phone, so I don't get my oily fingers prints all over my devices. So I love her pens. And then she sent this cute birthday card. I absolutely love it. And I absolutely love how she wrote my name, Joe Carmel. So thank you, Miss T. I love it. I'm also in her Boho Heart Sew Along. So you buy the pattern book from her, or if you already have the book, you can pay a small fee to get in on our Facebook group. And we are making the boho heart. I am using Tula, and I'm using all the Tula that I have. I think is about 5 different lines. This is line work, Curious and Curiouser, De La Luna. These are the true colors, and Parisville. So I am using all that I have. This one's Parisville as well. So all the Tula that I have, and you can see the huge difference. This is me. This is where my heart is. This is, give it a hug. This is matchy. So this is what I love. This has got me out of my comfort zone, but it's super fun. It's fun to come up with and tweak it to my personality. So that has been a lot of fun. I may change the background because once you get into the group, if you do, you'll love it, and you'll see these awesome pictures with people. They chose like these fabulous backgrounds. There's the black and the rainbow colors that are just outstanding. There's this royal blue, there's black and white background, there's cream. Everybody has such a different eye, and it's all fantastic, and I love it. If nothing else, just get in to see the photos because it's pretty awesome. I'll link the information about the boho hearts sew along as well. You'll just have to get in touch with with T Quilts. I call her Miss T. That's why I keep saying Mrs. And thank you, Miss T. I love it. And thank you for hosting these two. Something you don't have to do, and I'm very thankful for that. Then I got a gift from Miss Carla. I met her at T Quilts in 2022, and now we sew together. We're learning foundation paper piecing together, and she sent me a gift, y'all. She sent me a scrap bin and a pin cushion, and look at this. She knows I'm a nurse, and she sent it with this fabric with all these nurses on it. Isn't that cute, you guys? I'm just so thankful. Thank you, Carla. This is super sweet and such a surprise. I wasn't expecting anything. So thank you for that. It's very much appreciated. Then my wonderful husband, my birthday was on a Thursday, and he took me to the Skirball Cultural Center in Los Angeles to see the exhibit. It's called Fabric of Our Nation. This quilt on the cover is by Biza Butler. She's definitely a quilt artist, I would call her. But they had so many different quilts in there. It's just truly amazing. I'm just giving you a little glimpse, but it's something, if you're coming to the road to California, this is a great exhibit to go see. It's culturally diverse, and it just has such a load of information and distinct cultural information about it. There were quilts by African Americans, Navajo, women's suffrage. It was just, there was biblical quilts. It was just such an array of quilt tops, and the information that they provided about the quilters, or that they didn't know about the quilters, was pretty fantastic as well. It's at a Jewish cultural center, and they had an exhibit on the Holocaust. It was very deep, very moving, but yet still very beautiful. I have like a 3 to 4 minute video that I'll play at the end of this, and it's just something that you have to see. I can't describe it. I only put little teasers, so because I really want you to go see it. It's just so amazing. And if you're here for the road to California, it's a fantastic way to round out your trip to the road to California. Also is Martin Luther King Day was yesterday, but let's celebrate it the whole week. And what he did is he opened up avenues for all cultural backgrounds, everyone, to be created, and we're created equal, but to be treated equal as well. So in the United States, so it's just an awesome, very distinctive cultural experience, and I strongly suggest to go to Fabric of Our Nation. It's only here until March of this year, but it's fantastic. It also has a room where you can go and you can be a part of a quilt, meaning that they have fabric, I think they're either 8 by 11 or 10 by 10 blocks, and you can go color and create a block and be a part of a block, be a part of a quilt, which is pretty fantastic. It also has the Noah's Ark museum. It's very interactive, so if you have kids, you have your hubby and your kids, go to the Noah's Ark while you spend all your time checking out these fabulous quilts. I think I have about 10 that I'm going to show you, but there is so much more that you can see. It's absolutely fabulous. I just showed you the little teasers that really pricked my heart. So I hope you will go see that. Also, in Riverside, near the Mission Inn, so if you go to lunch at the Mission Inn, just a block and a half is the Cheech Marin Museum, and it has so much Mexican American or Latino art. It's just amazing. So I put about 3 or 4 pictures of it, and once you see it, you're gonna want to go because it's so vibrant. And every time I looked at one of the pictures or the exhibits, I thought, oh, this would make a fantastic quilt. So it was pretty wonderful experience. And then the last place I'll suggest, if you're on the road to California and you want some culturally diverse events or areas to see, is the Huntington Library. It's near Pasadena, California. And it's fantastic. It has a Gia Benz exhibit, but it's a botanical gardens. So you can have lunch, you can spend your day walking through the gardens, you can go into the halls and see the exhibits. It's fantastic. I think they have the Little Boy Blue as well. They used to, but it's a fantastic experience if you're staying in that Pasadena area. The Skirball is about an hour and a half from Ontario. The Cheech Marin is about half an hour from Ontario, and then the Huntington Memorial Library and Botanical Gardens, that's about an hour from Ontario. But they're all fabulous and they're very culturally distinctive, and it would be a great way to end or round, I was like, round your trip to Road to California. So just consider that if you're coming to Road to California this week. I'll be there. I'll be there either Thursday or Friday, and I'm excited to see how many people come out. I hope you come out and come out and experience it with me. And then, so I got this book at the Skirball Museum. Then I got this one, was very, oops, hit my foot. It's called And Still We Rise. And it tells you about quilts made from as early as like I think the 1700s. I'm sorry, let me look. Yeah, it's like 1619. I will put a link to this information, but I picked this up at the Skirball Museum, and it's fascinating. This would be great collection in your library in regards to quilts, and it's all African American contemporary quilt artists and the path to Black history in the United States. It's got like almost 100 original works in it, so it's pretty fantastic. Then for myself, after going to the Skirball Museum, I was hooked on Biza Butler. This fantastic quilt. I'm gonna call her a quilt artist. And so on Amazon, I ordered this for myself, and it's a book of her portrait quilts. They are fantastic. Let me see if I can show you some of them. She is a true artist. I mean, they are so amazing. I'll link the link below, but this is something that will also be a great addition to your quilting library. So it's called Biza Butler, and look her up and see her artistry and see where her exhibits are. Fantastic. So I bought this for myself, and then my wonderful son he bought me a sign for my room, my sewing room. It's Quilts-by-Carmel. I can't wait to put it on the wall in my sewing studio / third bedroom. But I'm excited about that. Thank you to my wonderful son for doing that. I have not. I should have started on this, but this is the Gia Benz quilts from it's in the Huntington Library in Pasadena. It's about the African American quilters in Alabama who got famous by someone discovering them. They were making quilts for warmth, and someone came and saw that they were actually art. And so it's a very interesting story, a very interesting read and exhibit. I do suggest you go and see it. I think that's it for as far as gifts. I'm still working on my letters to Jesus. I have cut out Messiah, God, and I am. I have to sew those together, but I'm still hoping to get them done by Easter. That is my goal, and I'm sticking to blues and whites. So I have various different blues and whites, and I'm excited about that. And this year, my goal is to um, declutter and decrease my stash. I am going to try to use panels and pre-cuts this year. It's the year of the P. So I'm going to try to use my panels and my pre-cuts to decrease my stash so that I can buy more fabric. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm going to do a panel quilt a month, and I'll come out. I think I'm going to try to do a video this week or next week with my plan, and I'm going to try to do one each month, if not more, but at least one a month using panel and pre-cuts, because some of them I have, like, I don't know, do you guys consider a half a yard a pre-cut? I don't know if that's a pre-cut or not. Give me your opinion. But I have some with like half yards of fabrics to match. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about decreasing my clutter and increasing the things. As I'm going on this journey, I'm realizing what I like and what I don't like. And so it's kind of fun to see how my taste has changed, and see how I'm growing and how I'm willing to come out of my box, like with this one. I have not done my Harry Potter block for this month. I haven't even cut it. I have starched the fabric, so I hope I can stick to that commitment. And just stay tuned and watch this 3 to 4 minute video on the Cultural Center, on the Cheech Marin Museum, and the Huntington Garden. My hubby got me my Juki 2020 in December for my Christmas last birthday present. Her name is Penny Mac, and I will show you her at the end of this video. I'll put a still picture in. I love it. I love it to death. Love her to death. It's a she. Penny Mac is her name. And the only hiccup I have is the bobbin is so small. But that's okay. I still love it. I just need to do more bobbin before I start more projects, right? Okay. Happy birthday to me. Here's Miss Penny Mac. I love her to death. Thank you, hubby. And here is the Skirball Cultural Center in Los Angeles. This is Jewish Center with the exhibit of Fabric of Our Nation, American Quilt Stories. My favorite is this ball of fabric. I just love it. I love this exhibit because it talked about those things that we don't usually talk about. Who's an American? This picture, Biza Butler took this picture of a Morris Brown baseball team and created this fabulous fabric quilt. I'll call it an art quilt. It is just so fabulous. Look at all the colors. She did painting, there's stitching, look at the hands there. It's just an amazing job. It's nothing like seeing it in person. It just truly is an amazing piece of art. She even have African fabrics in there. And this is her. This is Biza Butler. These are some of her portrait quilts. And if you have the opportunity, check her out. This is Gia Ben's Vote. This is Ruby Bridges, the young black girl that went to an all-white school in Helena, Arkansas. She required guards. I just love the jackets here. It's got the American flag on there. And this exhibit next is called Strange Fruit. When people think of quilts, they think about warmth and security. So they can be a soft kind of landing to tell difficult stories. This has the history of lynching and the Ku Klux Klan. It still tells the truth, but makes it softer in some ways. This is about gun violence. I was so amazed to see the quilting and you see the dead bodies in this quilting. It was so poignant to see this quilt. I did not expect it from looking from afar, but you see dead bodies all in there. We all have been affected by gun violence one way or another. And here are some really different ways to view quilts. This was on the screen and it changed to women quilting, and it just was the various ways to display quilts. This was a 3D log cabin quilt, which was one of my favorites as well. I loved it. Next, this is actually negatives. And if you zoom in, you'll see that these are just negatives. And look at how creative this person was. They created a quilt from negatives, and it's just truly amazing.
See who did it.
Some of the things I saw. This was a recyclable plastic quilt. Every kid in there wanted to touch it. It's it was just great, and this was one of my faves because it was just so bright and happy. It was such a great job. This last one was an unknown quilter of a modern wedding ring, so that was pretty cool. Then we transitioned to the Holocaust exhibit, 6 of 6 million. It was very sobering, but very well done, very beautiful. I'm only showing you a piece of it. You have got to go see it. It is truly beautiful. And then it talked about, it's a Jewish cultural center, so it talked about the trip to Ellis Island, coming through New York. There was a quilt with actually family members on it. And then to modern day with Ruth Gingrich, the Supreme Court Justice that died. Pretty awesome. The other museum, the Cheech Marin Center for Chicano Art and Culture is in Riverside. This is Cheech. Really beautiful. What I loved about it was all the color. When I look at these photos, I think immediately of making quilts. Wouldn't this be gorgeous in the form of a quilt? They're just so vibrant and alive and full of color and real. This looks like a lady on a bus with two kids. It's just very beautiful.
Okay, here's my favorites. Margaret Garcia,
because
the color.
So powerful.
And then the guy in the zoot suit. His name is Ignacio Gomez.
Awesome. So that's the Cheech Marin Museum in Riverside near the Mission Inn. The last one is the Huntington Library and Botanical Center. It has the Gia Ben's shared legacy about the quilters in Alabama. Just remember, together we're better. And so this was an exciting trip. Hope to see you soon. Bye.